Paying it forward was Jesus's idea way before it got popularized on social media, guys. Like, do you remember the story that Jesus told about the king who had a lot of servants that owed him money? He decides he's going to collect, right? Because this one guy owes him $1,000, and he calls the guy in front of him, and the guy can't pay, so he's like you're going to be sold as slaves to pay off this debt, because back then $1,000 was a way lot more than it is now. And so the guy is like, gets down on his knees and begs, please, 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 have patience with me, give me a chance to pay, and I'll make sure you get your money. And so the king shows him mercy. But then the guy's like, man, I really need money. So he goes out and he finds someone who owes him 100, and the guy can't pay. And so the servant who was forgiven gets really mad that this other guy can't pay, and like snatches him up by the throat, throws him in debtor's prison. And another servant saw it happen, so he goes to the king and he tells him what happened. And the king was pissed. He was like, calls the guy in front of him and says, should you not have shown mercy like I showed you mercy? And then throws him in prison to be tortured until he can pay. Jesus said that's what the kingdom of heaven is like. In Matthew 7, it says, judge not, lest ye be judged. For with the judgment you judge, and with the measure that you measure, it will be given to you. Because all of the stuff Jesus has forgiven us of, how rotten we were. That's paying it forward, right? And then we want to go and point a finger at this guy, that guy, whoever, and be like, oh. I mean, dude, I struggle. I'm not saying I've mastered this. Like, I struggle. I have neighbors who scream at their kids. They're so mean to them, and it breaks my heart. And do you know, I used to cuss at my kids. I used to scream at my kids. I was bleeping awful. And I try my very best not to act like that anymore, right? God has changed me. So it breaks my heart for these little kids when I see it happen. But I am not called to judge my neighbor. Like, God forgave me of all that stuff I did and helped me change. And now I want to act like I'm somebody better than somebody because God showed me mercy, gave me the grace and the healing to change, as if anything good in me is actually mine. No, anything good about me is borrowed from God. And so check it. Show other people mercy because you've been shown mercy. Fear for your life, bro. It says we're going to be judged the way we judge other people. When we ask God for mercy at Judgment Day, we're only going to get it if we've been merciful to other people. That's terrifying. Like this video so others can see it, and be sure to subscribe.